Hey guys, Sir 1911 here with a little impromptu video. Been out playing with the dog a little bit today. I'll do an update video on him later, but my son-in-law gave me a phone call and he says he's got a friend of his who's having trouble with a 1911. Want to know about it? Take a look at it. Says it doesn't feed. Wouldn't feed good at all. Maybe the feed ramp needs to be polished, and I'm not sure. I'll always look at one. So you know, that's what we're going to do real quick. He brought it over, and first glance, you know, right off the bat, let's take a look at the pistol, and then we'll start going over a few things. Okay, what he brought over is a RUGER 1911. Pretty well made handguns. This has got like a 3.5-inch barrel on it. Good carry size. Got a safety on one side. It is 9mm. Skeletonized hammer, skeletonized trigger, set of Novak sights on it, 9mm. Got a nice beaver tail on it. But when he gives me the gun, well, first let's do the trigger pull. He's having a lot of trouble with this pistol. You guys know I'm a trigger pull guy. Let's just go ahead and see what this thing did. I did it a minute ago, and let's see what this does. 4.7. That's not bad. That's not bad. But you know, you guys know I prefer at that 4 a little bit lower, so we could do a little bit more on it. I don't think this thing needs a major overhaul. A little sandpaper, a little polishing would get it down under 4 where it'd be nice and crisp. The reset is kind of long. It's not bad though. It's, you know, RUGER makes a nice pistol. But right off the bat, when a man gives me the pistol and say, look at it and tell me what's wrong, what's the first thing you guys notice? The pistol grips. Those are not pistol grips that come with a factory 1911 pistol. These are aftermarket. No big deal. I don't care for them personally because they're kind of slick. You know, we want a good grip on a handgun, but you know, if this is your thing, all means, we do not have any checkering on the front. We do have on the back. To me, it's slick. It's not good. But the first thing I see is the pistol grips. What's the next thing I see? This magazine. So I tell the boy, I said, listen, if you want me to shoot your gun, that's fine, but I can't afford to just be blowing ammo on your stuff. And he's, you know, scratch my back, I scratch yours, so what we got is his magazine. So we get the magazine over here, and when you put the magazine in the gun, look at there. Look how far it hangs out below the bottom. So now I'm looking at a 1911 magazine, or a 1911 pistol that is a name brand pistol. Should be a pretty good handgun with some aftermarket pistol grips and a magazine hanging out the bottom like that. It's not flush. What does that tell us? This pistol has been monkeyed with. Now, that's like a used car. You buy one, you get a good one. You buy one, you get a lemon. You buy one, somebody put sawdust in the transmission or whatever they do these days. That doesn't necessarily mean the handguns are bad. But one thing we'll talk about, fellas, if you remember, I've always told people, well, let me point out something else before we go that far. For a magazine of a 1911 hanging out the bottom, that's fine. You can get 20-round magazine hangs out the bottom of your pistol like this. And the reason you can do that, there's a notch right here on the magazine. This is where your magazine catches at on all 1911 pistols. So I can put this in any pistol that's at least got a pistol grip this short, because here's where the magazine catches off. You can have this much hanging out the bottom, or you can have this much hanging out the bottom. You guys seen this one had hanging out the bottom. Again, the magazine release is up here, not down here, so the length of it doesn't matter. But it does tell me a little secret. In previous videos, I've told you guys, just because a magazine holds 10, it's not necessarily good to put 10, back it down to 9. And I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to show you a good example. He says this magazine won't feed, or this pistol won't feed. I got the magazine in, it's full, I'm going to rack it, and there it goes. Right there's this problem. Now if you take a good look at that, you see that bullet did not feed. Now, we know it should have fed, but let's look at some other issues that could potentially be a problem. Let me make this safe. That's the ammo itself. We're shooting hollow point ammos. So if you'll notice that hollow point is not necessarily round, it's kind of square and flat on the end. And that's okay, it's a hollow point, but still my handgun should fire these hollow point guns. But you all guys, most of you guys know that some ammo just don't run in some things as well as it does. Here's a good example. But now that we got one bullet out of there, I'm gonna take 2 more out of there. I'm gonna put the same magazine in, but I've got a little tension off of that spring now, don't I? So now let's see what happens. Well, I'll be dang. Didn't that time. Functioning fine. Same magazine. The magazine that is not manufactured for this pistol is overloaded. It's obviously not the ammunition. We got too much tension on those hollow point flat nose bullets that it's not allowing itself to feed. It's preventing itself to feed. Now, let's go do this just a little bit different. I've got one of my pistols here, a 9mm pistol. I'm going to take some of these same bullets in there. Let me pick one or two of these up real quick. I'm going to put these same bullets in here, different magazine, same bullets. I'm going to hold the 2 magazines up for a second. If you'll see, the original magazine he brought with it is too long. Now what did I say though? Look where the magazines lock in up here. They're the same distance from top to bottom, if you'll notice that. Now one thing you can notice a little bit different, this one's rounded, this one is not. But other than that, they're similar, other than his is longer. Now, when I take this magazine, which come out of a Colt full-size 9mm, I'm gonna put it in. It still hangs out the bottom. But let's see if we have the same problem. I'll be dang. It's not a feed ramp problem, not an ammo problem. All we got is an aftermarket magazine problem. Now, what I'll do, just to see that everything does run smooth, and I can have my fun for the day, and I can have it on video, I'm going to take my magazine, his ammo, that's right, not mine, yours. I'm going to put it in the weapon. I'm going to load it all the way full. I'm going to put my hearing protection on, and I'm going to see if simply changing magazines, nothing else, I didn't polish the feed ramp, I didn't change ammo, I just took a magazine and changed the magazine. Let's see if it'll run. I'll lock it back, click it in. It does hang out the bottom, so this is still not the magazine for this handgun, but it is a different magazine. All right, let's see what happens. Chambered went home, right? So I'm gonna see if I can fire it. Booyah! Not a problem. So I think this handgun in particular, what I would suggest to remedy the problem is about 3 things. Number 1, buy the magazine that comes with a gun. Shorten it. Don't overload the magazine and then polish your feed ramp. I think that'd take care of everything. If it were my handgun, I get some good rough textured grips. You can buy them online, Midway USA, for 20 bucks or less. You guys know. Some walnut checkered G10, something that's a little rough because I don't have the checker in here. Buy myself something rough. Buy myself the correct magazine or 2. Find me some nice hollow points that maybe got a little bit more rounded edge on them. Polish the feed ramp, polish the trigger, and then I think you'll have a real nice pistol. It's a good pistol, nothing wrong with the pistol. You know, a lot of times what people want to do is play cool. They'll go out here, and I've got them myself, magazines that run down to the bottom this way. Do they look cool? Do they let me shoot a whole box of ammo at one time? Yep, they sure do. Is that fun? It sure is. It also is getting expensive, but the bottom line is the whole thing is if I can't pull it and it don't go bang, 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 it's just a rock. You might as well throw it. There's nothing wrong with this handgun. Nothing wrong with it. That little TLC, little polish, new magazine, new ammo. Shoot it, break it in, shoot it a lot, try to wear it out. I think it's a good pistol and ready to go. You know, guys, make sure when you get an opportunity, click subscribe to the channel. You know, I really appreciate it. I get excited when you subscribe. Click that you like, and you know, that really is wonderful. And click the little ringy dingy so you don't miss any of them. You know, sometimes I get out here and put my foot in my mouth. Okay, send me a message and, hey, Sergeant, you screwed up. Sergeant, you know, Sergeant screwed up. They're not like officers. We Sergeant screwed up. So anyway, whatever the deal is. Always, guys, until we get another video, when I got more coming, shoot safe, shoot straight, hooah.